Hey loves, so recently I got a lot of requests to do the Hex the Patriarchy spell, especially on my Instagram. If you've been following me on Instagram, you know that it's been kind of a topic that's been around for a couple of days because I asked if we could all just do a collective, spell to make sure impeachment proceedings go properly and smoothly and just, So I posted it on my IG TV on my Instagram, and at this point I feel like I should just post it on my YouTube as well, so you can see it as well. So what I'm gonna do is that I am going to sorry, I just got a text. I am going to show you how I am I'm gonna show you the video that I posted on my IGTV. It's a little bit rushed, so I do apologize for it. It's the only reason why it's rushed. It's because you can only upload for IGTV. It has to be like under 10 minutes. So I had to kind of like show you really fast how to do the hot foot spell. So yeah, sorry, I'm just getting a text and I'm just like reading. I'm sorry. Bonus, but just for those who are curious as to who's texting me, that's my actual designer, because I am going to be launching my logo soon, and also there's gonna be some goodies and stuff coming up. I don't think y'all ready, but there's gonna be some stuff coming up. I'm so excited. So yeah, so that's why she's texting me, because we're talking about the design and everything. So yeah, so back to the spell. So I'm going to show you what I filmed, because I actually did the hot foot spell, and it's a 3-part spell, so it has 3 components. It's a little bit it's pretty complicated, but if you do want to do the spell tomorrow with us, you can. I was originally thinking about live streaming it, but the thing is that I'm going to be at the vegan festival tomorrow with my girlfriends and Pink, her dog, so I'm not gonna be able to live stream because we're gonna be there till like 8. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do it when I come back home. Like, I'm gonna light the candle and do the thing, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to live stream it per se, and I don't want to like put that out there and just like not get to do it. So I want to show you how to do this, just in case you do want to join us tomorrow, because the best time to do this, it's literally tomorrow, when there's a new moon in Libra energy. Within the next pretty much few days, the moon goes into Libra tomorrow at like 6ish in the morning. So you have from tomorrow, Sunday, and a little bit of Monday, but the best day to work for this spell has to be Saturday, just because it's Saturn energy, it's karmic energy. So you really want to do this tomorrow. So if you do want to join us in hexing the hell out of Trump and his administration and making sure they get all out of here, then stay attuned and keep watching so you can see the spell. So again, I'm gonna post the IGTV video. It's a little bit rushed, I apologize, it had to be that way, but I did do the hot foot powder there, and then I want to show you how I'm setting up for the rest of it and how I'm fixing the other candles in the video after you see the IGTV video. So just keep watching after that one ends. It's not the ending, it's gonna be the continuation, and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix the rest of the stuff. And then I'll also put what you're gonna need in the description box, so you'll have all that info. And yeah, so let's get right into the video. Mwah. So I promised you that I was gonna show you how to do the spell. So this is how we're gonna hex the patriarchy, specifically get Trump impeached. So I'm going to show you how to do this spell. This is going to be a hot foot spell, but this is going to have many components. This spell is really complicated because it needs to be, especially for the work that needs to be done. So we're going to get right into it. So things that you're going to need. You are going to need a black candle. This black candle specifically is going to be used for protection, and it's just going to be burning in addition to the work. So get yourself a black candle. You are going to need a High John candle, the Conqueror. And the reason why you're going to need this is because this is going to be for conquering the situation. So that's why we're using High John, especially because Trump is the dude. So we're dealing with like masculine energy. So this is why we're using High John. And I'm going to tell you where you're going to need for that. You're also going to need a male figure candle and 4 black chime candles. Okay, 4 of them. You are going to need a tray of some sort, This one I got at the Dollar Tree. I've already cleansed all the candles, so I'm not going to be burning them today because this is actually not the day that y'all should be burning it. Y'all should be burning it on Saturday, which is the Libra New Moon. It's actually perfect to do this on that day, so I recommend doing this on that day. I already double cleansed my candles, and I also cleansed the jar, which is why you can tell it's a little bit smoky. See that? You see all the smoke coming out? Yeah, that's because I cleansed it already. So it's sage, it's cleansed, it's been blessed, it's good. So what we're gonna do, you're gonna need a jar because this is gonna go on top. That's how it's gonna burn. So let me just clear up the space, and I'm gonna continue telling you what you're gonna need because I have literally a limited amount of time. I have like to get this up in like 10-minute time frame. So this is what you're gonna need. We're gonna make hot foot powder. So you are going to need cayenne pepper. And of course, while you're doing this, do this with intention. Be praying, be doing all the things. I'm going to fill this one up because we're working with a lot of people for this. There's going to be a portion where you're going to need to write names down. So, yes. So, yeah. Don't feel free to use as much as you would like to. I like to be extra as far as intention goes. So that's what I'm doing. Ooh, I'm gonna sneeze any second now. Yeah, so I'm using pretty much both of the tin cans just because I need to use it. So cayenne pepper, black ground pepper. And we're also gonna use chili powder. Hold on. I'm putting like a good amount in there because yes. So if you wanted to leave it there, you could leave it there, but I'm gonna add ginger, and the reason why I'm gonna add ginger is for success. Specifically, I work with ginger a lot, and it brings like a cleansing to the situation, but it also helps to bring success to the work that you're doing. So I'm gonna add a layer of ginger in there. But I use ginger a lot. Ginger goes in a lot of my spell work. Like a lot of my spell work. So this is how the layers are looking. Okay. Now, the other thing that you can add to this is black salt. I don't have any black salt on hand, but we're gonna just make some because we can be crafty and handy. So if you have like your cauldron that's full of like incense smoke and stuff like that, you can cutely take that with like the ashes of things that you've been burning and stuff. Add that to the pot. If you have it on hand, you don't need to do this. Just add the black salt. But if you don't, then that's what you're gonna do. Then you're gonna take like anything you can mix it with. I'm gonna just use a matchstick, and then just break down the pieces. Just break it down so you can mix it with the salt a little bit easier. Now while you do this, you still want to do this with intention, so obviously think your positive thoughts, think your information, think about everything that you want from the situation. So I'm going to light everything on Saturday, but I'm just mixing the bowl now. So you're going to need sea salt, and you can add it to the cauldron. You can add as much as you want. I'm just going to add a little bit. And then you're just going to mix it. And it's just going to start getting a little bit darker because of the other things that are in there, and the incense smoke and the charcoal disc and everything. So it's going to start getting dark. So you're just mixing that in. and then you're putting that in there. Ooh, it is smoky up in here. Ooh, okay, I got like 3 minutes to tell you how to finish doing this. So you are going to take this, just close it up and just give it a good shake for right now. And that's what it's gonna look like, okay? And what you're gonna do with this is that you're gonna open it. You are gonna take a piece of paper and you're gonna write down everybody from the department, from his administration, from like him, anybody that needs to just like, because they've been investigating so many people in his administration anyway, that at this point it's just like, you know, you gotta go. So you're gonna add all those names on a paper, and you're going to put it in here, and you're going to give it a really good shake. You're going to shake it with your intention. You're going to think about your intention, shake it up and down, sideways, whatever. Then you're going to put it on top of your tray. You're going to fix this candle, and then you're going to put it on top like this after it's fixed. Now the herbs that you're going to add to the tray are going to be 1 patchouli. Actually, wait, I forgot to add patchouli. So patchouli, the reason why I'm adding patchouli to the hot foot is because it's a, you can use it as a substitute for graveyard dirt, which should go in here, but I ran out of graveyard dirt, so this is what we're going to do. Woo. So I'm just going to add 2 handfuls. My nose is like, ah. Okay, and you know what? I was going to do this a little bit later because I'm going to fix the candle with the Hydrangea with this, but I'm going to add the chicory now. And the reason why I'm adding the chicory now is because chicory and Marygold are really good for legal matters when it comes to cases, court cases, having success. So that's why I'm adding them in there. And again, you want to give it a really good shake. So I got exactly 60 seconds to tell you guys what to do next. So you have your can. For this, you're gonna need either court oil, justice, just judge oil, Hydrangea, and separation oil. You can use all 3, or you can just use 1, or you can use 2. I'm using all 3 because we're trying to separate somebody from somewhere. We want Hydrangea because we're gonna use his candle. And you want the just judge because you want justice. So what's the other thing I need to show you? You're also going to need the Hydrangea root and just on top of the candle, and fix it with the herbs. And yeah, that's pretty much what you're going to need to fix this candle. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Bye. Hey loves, welcome back. So now that you watched that video, we can get pretty much finish up with the prep work. If you're watching this tomorrow, like as just guidance, this is how you're gonna finish it. But I'm going to pretty much tell you what I'm gonna be doing, and I'm just gonna leave everything done to the point where all I have to do is light it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is light my black candle for protection, and I'm going to light it today specifically because you want to start with the intention to be protected while you're doing this work early, especially because it includes so many people, so many people's ancestors, so many people that actually do spell work themselves, especially in government. And since we're doing this collectively, I wanted to make sure that, you know, we're making that barrier. So this is the protection candle to not only protect me but protect others that are doing this work. The intention that we're setting to impeach Donald J. Trump from office officially, period, done. So this candle I actually already fixed, if you can see it. So it has ginger for success, because we want our spell work to be successful, and we want our protection as well to be successful. I put a little bit of lavender to be divinely guided with wisdom through this, and if anything that I need to change intuitively for it to come to me. Peppercorns for protection as well, or you can use peppers if you don't have peppercorns. is fine. And I'm gonna just add a little bit of coffee, and I'm gonna be using Café La Llave for this. Just gonna add just a little bit of coffee. I love using coffee for spell work. The reason being that it just makes things quicker. Like, think of what coffee does to you as, like, if you're an avid like coffee drinker, what is it that coffee does for you? And more likely than not, it gives you, you're like getting caffeine and you're getting energized and you're like, you have that little oomph. That's exactly what we want to do to this. We want it to be powerful. We want it to be on point. I'm going to be putting it right here next to Archangel Michael because I am not playing around. So I'm just going to light this. I already set my intention for it. And also the last thing I used in there that you can see because it's a little glossy is, of course, as a bonus, if you have protection oil, use it. If you have coconut oil, use it. But for those who are like avid fans of my Dollar Tree spell videos, I used a little bit of the protection oil that we made on the first episode. Okay. For this candle also, I'm just gonna put some silver glitter on it because silver is just to purify with light, just to call spirit in that way with pure light, pure intention, pure, like, we're just trying to do something good for the humanity here. That's all we're trying to do. Okay, so we're just gonna light this candle, and then we're gonna put this here. Okay, so while y'all there, pay attention to that while we're doing this, because the flame might tell you some things. So if you watched already the IGTV, you know that we already fixed this. Okay, the only ingredient that I'm going to add to this is going to be coffee. Why? For exactly the same reason I just told you about that one. So this is going to be a hot foot powder, specifically a hot foot powder for legal issues, which is what's happening right now, because impeachment is a legal process. Getting removed from office is a legal process, and things that have to do with the government is legalities or legal process. So we added some legal stuff in here, some legal herbs, and we're gonna add coffee because, you know, they need to stay energized. The intention needs to stay alive. We need to stay good and Gucci. So I'm just gonna open this up, which is very peppery and very fragrant because I added a lot. Okay, and we're gonna add a really good amount of coffee to this. I'm talking about a really good. I'm gonna open this like this. Yeah. So you want to make sure you leave space because we are gonna add stuff to the top, but you want to add the coffee. I definitely opened this a little weird, so I apologize if it turns into a hot mess. I'm going to use both hands to just get it together real quick. Okay. And of course, while you're doing all of this, you want to be setting intention for each ingredient that you're using. So you're activating the coffee. Make sure this impeachment happens very quickly, very fast. Make sure that everybody's following through with their tasks in order to impeach Donald J. Trump. Make sure that everything's happening in order. Make sure that everybody's energized and alive and feeling strong and feeling like they have a purpose, that they need to do their jobs, that they need to serve the American people by actually getting this man gone, because he hasn't been serving the American people. So we gotta, okay, so just make sure you're shaking it with intention, and we're gonna continue to add intention to this. The next thing that we are going to be doing before I continue with this is that we're gonna fix our High John the Conqueror candle. Now I already told you I double cleansed this, okay, with Florida water, sage, Palo Santo, any like herbal one that you feel called to use, you can do that. So I already cleansed it. I'm not cleansing it yet because, you know, mama gotta save her Florida water. So yeah, it's already good and I can feel that it's good, so it's fine. So what you're gonna need, if I can get it out because I have so much stuff on this table, you have no idea. What you're gonna need is a chopstick or something pokey, okay, or a knife or sort, and you're gonna poke 3 holes at the top in a counter counterclockwise direction. Why? Because we're moving. So while you're doing this, talk to Hi John. You're like, hey, listen, Hi John, I'm calling you. I'm asking for your assistance to remove Donald J. Trump from office because of his crimes against humanity. For all the things that he has done, he has broken the law, that he has hurt people, that he has gotten away with so much. I am asking you to come in and help us and assist us in conquering the situation, in being relieved from this horrible person, horrible human, horrible, insert curse word here, so we can move on as a society stronger, better, wiser, with better plans for the future, with more guidance, with more knowledge of what we don't want. You're just gonna be going around, press it in there, do good. Okay, and to this candle you're going to be adding chicory. Why? Because chicory is really good for legal issues, resolving legal matters. This is one of the herbs that is really good for things that just have to do with court cases, stuff like that. It's just a really good herb for that. So you can put a pinch in there. I like to be a little extra and put a little bit more than a pinch sometimes, but you know. Next you're going to need Calendula or Marygold, same twang, and you're not going to put like this part, don't put that part, just put the little flower petals in there. If you want to break it up with your fingers you can as well, but I'm just going to take some and you're just put it around there. And again, while you're doing this, you're activating each herb. So you're saying Calendula, chicory, I am asking you to use your energy to resolve this legal issue that we're having in the government right now, to assist us in clearing the way and finishing the legalities of what is impeachment for Donald J. Trump, and finish in terminating him from office. So you want to continue to like speak words and intentions to this. I'm also going to add patchouli, just because one, patchouli is a very grounding herb, and it's a substitute for graveyard dirt, and you want to use patchouli because you want success in this, also because it's a Saturnian herb, and you want to make sure that you're working with Saturn energy while you're doing something like this, just for the success of the thing. So this is how it's looking so far. The next thing I'm gonna add is chili powder, because I'm not playing around. So we want to make sure Hi John is like energized, that he has the energy to go out and do this. So you don't need a whole lot, but that's how it's looking, and we are gonna move it. So the people are like, oh my god, I'm so close to the wick. I'm gonna move it. Hold on, give me a second. Next thing you're gonna need is a Hi John root. Okay, this is actually the root that I work with specifically for the candles, because you don't really, this thing could last you like a whole hot minute. You're gonna need one of these guys. I got this at the Dollar Tree, because yeah, I know, Dollar Tree girl. And you're just going to, until you get like a good coat on top. Okay, so give me like a couple minutes. Yeah, that's a good amount. Okay. You want to make sure you add Hi John roots to your Hi John the Conqueror, just because it just helps with the energy. Now, with your finger, because we have a lot of stuff in there, we made 3 holes. So you're going to go around counterclockwise, and you're going to push some of the herbs in the holes, just to create some good amount of space, and to make sure that as the candle's going down, some of those herbs are coming out with that intention as it goes down. Okay, so you're gonna go around, press some in, and while you're doing that, you're also talking to your herbs. Make sure that they got the intention that you need. Make sure that they're activated. Make sure that they're good to go. Okay. Because we are removing Donald J. Trump from office, and that is what's important. That is what's important. So think about how it's gonna feel when you see it on the news, how you're gonna feel as an American, as a non-American. Because one of my things that I always, when he got elected, one of the things I said right like before he even got elected was, if he the two things that I'm most afraid of, because I already knew he was gonna try to overturn all the Obama things because he's a racist, was that he was going to, one, mess up the environment, and two, mess up international relations, which are important for both of those things. I knew he was going to be super racist. I knew all this stuff, so I wasn't even like caught up in all the other things. The second he started doing the international relations and messing up the thing, and literally we just looked like a mockery to the world, that's when I really got annoyed, because I'm just like, you see, like I said. So that's how it looks like now, and we're just gonna add a little bit of coffee, because again, we want him to be energized, so we want to make sure that he has the juju and he's good, like he's good to go. Coffee always adds that extra kick, that last final touch. Like, quite frankly, if you don't have glitter, coffee is a substitute. That's how I feel. But I mean, glitter is just a bonus. So I'm gonna use the silver one, and I'm gonna use the gold, because we want to make sure that we are successful in this, that we can conquer the situation properly. Okay, I hadn't put the oil yet because I forgot, but we're gonna do that now. So for this one, we're gonna be using High John the Conqueror oil, and you don't need a whole lot. Just gonna put like a dish. There you go. Put a little bit more. We're definitely gonna need some for later, so save some of your High John. Literally, I'm like fighting for my life here, because I use the oil quite often. Oh, I forgot to mention the 3 oils you're gonna use. Well, I mentioned it earlier in the other video, but it's Just Judge, High John, and Separation, because we are separating. Even though, like, yes, this is like a relationship oil, but guess what? My relationship with Donald J. Trump as my president is done, so that's what's happening. So you're gonna just put a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. Just need a dish. I'll be a little extra with it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I can be extra. There's nothing wrong with being extra. And then just a little dish. Okay, and then you can go around with it, but by this time it's already all like, it's good to go. So this one, you can choose to light it today if you want to. I'm gonna light it tomorrow just to make sure the work is like helped from the get-go, and so I can watch the flame closely as I do the other work. So I'm just gonna put this baby aside until tomorrow. Okay, so that one's fixed, it's good to go, we're Gucci, we out. That's it. Now we're gonna do some of the other stuff, because we need to make sure this is good to go as a base, so we can work on the tray and everything else there. So what you're gonna need to do, and you see how I have documents, these are spiritual legal documents, and this is how you need to think about it, because I wrote these down by hand. If you want to, you can print them. I was thinking about printing them, but I was like, no, this needs to come from me. So what I did, the first document that is impeaching him is this statement. And there's 2 statements going around, because there's 2 possibilities, and mainly like 2 doors that he can walk to as a person. Each one is in the present tense. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the middle one, and it says Donald John Trump, June 14th, 1946, because you want to make sure that you write their full name and that you write their birthday. Okay, This is to specify on the person, so there's like a pinpoint, there's no mystery who we're talking about. This is male name, legal name. If you're going into the Akashic records and stuff, well, I don't have permission to go into his records, but that's not the point. I have his name, like that's how you want to address, okay? This is what is getting attached to. Has been impeached, underline impeached, effective immediately, and removed from office. The House has successfully impeached Donald Trump. The Senate has successfully removed him from office. This is a historic day in the United States of America. That is the statement there. The reason being is because the House, first of all, the House has enough to impeach him anyway. The Senate, the House is Democratic. The Senate is pretty much the majority is Republican. So they're really the ones that can remove him. And there's already a movement internally of them wanting to, but because they're like afraid of all of these things, no, they're going to, they did it. They impeached him. They want him out. They don't feel like he represents them well, all of these things, whatever. He's out. And then what's around the box, because this is like the main focal point, but what's around the box is another door that he can walk to as Donald Trump. And it says, Donald John Trump has chosen to resign from the office of the presidency effective immediately. He feels embarrassed and attacked and would like to remove himself. And the reason why I wrote that is because there is a possibility that he just at this point doesn't want to deal with investigation, doesn't want to deal with like, because his name is getting dragged to the, okay? So at this point, I feel like for him, it could be one that his ego will just let himself get wrecked this way and just he will go down in history as the president who got fully blown impeached and removed from office, or he will resign so he doesn't have to be historically damned that way. So it depends where his ego's at, but I have the options there just in case, okay? So this is one of the legal spiritual statements that I wrote, and that's gonna go in our hot foot powder, okay? So the next 3 pages are as follows. Trump administration and staff. And I put quit, fired, under investigation, facing multiple criminal charges, betrayed by the Trump administration. And then underneath that, I put all the names from his cabinet and his officials in there. I wrote all of them, and then each single one, it has their birthday, their full name, their full legal name, their birthday, and it has quit, fired, under investigation, and betrayal. And the reason why I'm using those 4 words in specifically is because I want them to be afraid of, oh my God, this administration is going, and that's how I'm going to put it in the jar with those feelings of, oh my God, my job has put me in a position where I might get arrested, I might get investigated, I might go down as a person this way. Like, it's just a fear. I want to cook up the fear inside these people. I want them to feel like everybody's going to think that they're horrible people, that what they do, that they can get in trouble for, they can face time for, they'll have to face a penalty, that they'll be under investigation, their name will be dragged to the mud, their children's names will be dragged to the mud, whatever. I want them to face the karma of being a part of this nonsense that they've chosen to be inside. So that is the next 3 pages are his cabinet, his staff, everybody in the club, okay, that needs to catch these magical hands. So that's all the names in here. And what we're gonna do, set on top like this, we're gonna fold it away because this is not coming towards us. We're folding it away, and you're gonna do this 3 times counterclockwise and away. And away. Okay, and it should look like this. So this is a legal document, and it's gonna catch these hands. It's gonna catch this magical fire up in here. Okay. And then you are going to stick it inside. And the reason why I put so much and I made so much hot foot powder is because I want this whole entire thing to be covered in it. And there's a reason. I want the fire to be placed in them. I want them to feel like it's coming from everywhere, that everybody's And that is the intention that I'm setting as I do this, that everybody's coming at them, the news is coming at them, they're just feeling so attacked. They feel like there's no way out. They feel like they're really going to get in trouble with the law, that they're going to suffer major consequences, that they can't be protected, that if because Trump is gone, they can't be pardoned, that there's no avenue in which they can address other than resigning, quitting, being betrayed by another member or lower staff of theirs for their crimes against humanity, specifically of those in the United States. So I want this document to be covered in heat. That's the whole entire point of the hot foot powder for this. I want it to be covered in heat. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm burying it in there, and it's gonna be, hold on, I'm still doing it, hold on. Shake it. So buried in the hot foot powder, you're just gonna hold this in your hands, and you're just going to again speak those words of intention. Donald Trump is no longer president of the United States. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze, hold on. It was all the peppers that got to me. Whew. Okay, Donald Trump is no longer president. He has been impeached effective immediately. His administration is quitting left and right. They're getting betrayed left and right. Memos are being leaked. The law is coming for them. There's nothing that the Supreme Court can do to save any of these people, to pardon any of these people. There's nothing that a president can do to pardon any of these people. They will fear all these names will go down as traitors. All these names will go down as traitors to the American public, the American society, the people. They will go down in the list of the mistake that the Republican Party associated with themselves and did nothing to stop. They will go down in flames together, and we will no longer have to deal with their consequences. Because of this removal, a new government will be instated so that we can properly take care of each other as a society, now that we have removed the Trump administration from the equation. Okay, so you're gonna take this. Woo! I'm just gonna put it aside for now, and now we're just gonna do some work on the trays. Okay, we're gonna work with the trays now. So there's again 4 candles, 4 black candles, which you're gonna need, and this baby is going on top in the center of the tray, on top of here. This is gonna melt down, and what you're gonna do with this, when it's done, you're gonna take this jar and you're going to take it to your local, you're gonna dispose of it at your local courthouse. Okay, you're gonna take it and you're gonna dispose of it. You can go inside and just, you know, say hi to someone, throw it in the garbage in there. Okay, it just needs to be, or it can be like in the corner of the courthouse or whatever. It needs to have that energy of not only justice, but of the building, of the area, of those officials. It needs to have that energy associated with it. So you're gonna, okay, it's gonna melt over, it's gonna be all black and shit, and then you're gonna wrap this in a black bag afterwards, and then you're gonna take it to the courthouse afterwards, and that's how you're gonna dispose of it. So, okay, so now we're gonna be fixing this gentleman over here. The first thing you're gonna need is your handy dandy chopstick, and then you're gonna write Donald Trump's name here, and you're writing it away from you. Okay, so I wrote Donald John Trump. And then I'm going to flip them over. And I'm going to put quit, fired, under investigation, and betrayal. And the reason why those words are important is because those are things that can happen and that are going to happen that will dictate how things progress past that point. So we need that information there. So at the base, you can put, no, actually on the head, right at the back of the head, you can put fear. You can write that really small if you want to. Fear, shame. And you want to put these thoughts in his head because you want to make sure that he's scared of what's going to happen to him. Because right after he gets impeached and then he gets taken out of office, New York is going to hit him with all of these pending cases that he has on him because he's about to get it. He's about to get it. So we want to make sure that intention is there. Fear and shame, and just like that, those two things that come from like the public, like being afraid of the consequences of what you did to the public, but being shamed for what you did as well. So at the base, you're going to write caught in lies. And the reason being is because he lied so much, and there's already been so many proof of that, that's going to be why his foundation doesn't end up holding up, because he can't even speak anything truthful. So that's what you're going to write. And you're going to also put in the back, impeached, effective immediately. Okay. And then you're going to put it on the tray. And the tray's going to get a little cutely messy, but that's fine. And put it on the tray. You can do it like this if you want to. You can do it like that if you want to. We're just going to oil it up and, you know, do the thing. I like doing like this because then it helps me rotate a little bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let me just move some stuff. Move some stuff. Okay. So I'm going to take separation oil first. And you're basically just going to take it and then you're going to, you can either rub it in your hands and rub it on, or you can put some around and then just rotate them. Whatever way fits your boat, do it that way. I like rotating it so it just does multiple jobs at once, basically. And I still keep my hands clean for all the herbs that I'm about to put in here. Because witchcraft is messy, y'all. Witchcraft is messy. So separation. I'm going to take a Just Judge. Do the same. Just rotate them up and down. And see how they just glowy? Yeah. And then you want some to get on the tray too, because then you can just roll the other ones on. I like to keep my spell work real simple. Simple, but this one is definitely complicated. And guys, it's officially, we run out of Hydra on the Conqueror oil. It's gonna be my empties though, eh? Stay attuned for that. Okay. And what you're gonna start with is chili powder, because we're not messing around. This is happening quick. 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 You're leaving quickly. You're leaving right now. Donald, Jonathan, John, Trump, you are out of office effective right now. Effective immediately, right now. Haven't even lit this baby yet, so you already know. You're gonna take some chicory roots. Get some chicory roots in there. Again, this is not a love spell, so it don't have to look cute. It just has to get the job done. So if it's looking a little crazy, don't feel bad, because he is crazy. So you want to make sure that it's the shoe fits. Okay, so that was the chicory, and then you're gonna get the Marygold. You'll put some on. Side note, I need to get more Calendula, as has been made apparent to me by this video. But it's okay, because I'm going to get some soon. Okay. And then lastly, you're going to need some coffee. So this is how he's looking like right now. Okay. If you want to add anything to the spell, you can. If you want to add some rusted nails, if you want to add some if you want to add some pins, if you want to add like piss, listen, go crazy, go wild. I'm just showing you how you can do one or like ways you can do this. So you're gonna put homie aside. I'm just gonna put him aside for now. Actually, I'm gonna have him standing on the phone now. Then you see how there's already stuff on there. So what I'm gonna do is just put oil on each one and then just roll. And then it's keep it simple, guys. Keep it simple. Okay. So I'm just putting more oil on. Okay, and then you're just rolling. So rolling. It's almost like you're making what's it called? What is it called? Oh my God. French toast. Yeah, it's almost like that. Okay. And put coffee just to top it off. I always like to put a little bit of coffee in each one because I want to make sure each of these corners are protecting and just vanishing and assisting in the situation. So you're going to do that to each one of them. And if you need to put more ingredients down, you can. So I'm going to put a little bit more chicory. And then throw in a candle. A little bit of coffee. Little bit of red pepper. Just to give it that extra twang that it needs. okay? Then we're gonna do it to the last two. So we're almost done. We're almost done with this part anyway. Okay. So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take each one. Ooh. One man down, guys. One man down. It like rolled. Someone, hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Found it. So you're gonna take each one. My hands are so dirty. You're gonna take each one, and you're going to take a matchstick, take a lighter. And on each corner, you're gonna get the base and then just put it on each corner, okay? The reason why we're doing this is because we want to make sure that it stays put. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure it dries up. This video is gonna be super long and y'all gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, wow, that's how long it takes to do this. Okay. Okay. There. Okay. And then last one. And this is gonna make it so if you need to move this at all, then you're like able to. Okay. So, this is how it's looking like. Y'all see? Y'all see. Okay. So, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take, I swear we're almost done. You're going to take this guy. You're going to put it in the center of the tray. Okay. And as an added finishing touch, I'm just gonna add some hydron to the top, to the crown, just because hydron is like really good for conquering. And you want to make sure the mind is just like, at this point, it's just like, this is defeat. Like, you can't beat this. You can't escape this. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I'm out of hydron. So I added a little Just Judge in there. So, you're going to take your hydron again. You're just going to put one on the top. the last thing we're gonna do, I'm just going to at the base just seal what we put down there on top of the jar. So I'm just gonna melt the sides. What that's gonna do is that's gonna seal the bottle's intention with the figure. So this is how it looks. Okay. See it? Okay. That's how it looks. If you want to add anything else, you can. I'm just gonna put a little bit of coffee around because, like I said, I want this to work quick. I want this to happen quickly. Add a little more chili powder on the head. This is quickness. We want things to move quickly. And because I'm pretty much almost done with the Calendula, I'm just gonna put some around the base. I might as well, because Donald Trump is impeached, and that's all that matters. That is all that matters. And lastly, the glitter, because we want to make sure that this is like coated, and it just has kind of like what the glitter is representing in this situation is all the media attention, all the eyes that are going to be on this from all over the world. Like, oh my God, Americans actually impeached Donald Trump. Can you believe it? Can you believe that they did that? Can you? I never thought that they were going to do that, but they did. Okay. And that is how it looks. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me not drop this because I'm clumsy. That's how it looks. So tomorrow, I'm going to be lighting it. And then I'm gonna be watching the flames. Just definitely make sure you're following me on Instagram if you want to see some of the visuals for that. I think I'm gonna try to do it in the morning, just because I mean I have to leave a little bit at 10, but I know that they're gonna melt down really quickly. So I might do it in the morning, I might do it at night, we'll see. But I definitely I want to do it as soon as possible, because there's like this heat, this fire, that all the intention I put in there is just like, let's go, we gotta go. So this is what next steps are. So tomorrow, this one's already lit. If you want to light the protection one today or tomorrow, light it first. That's the first thing you're doing. Then you're lighting your hydron. You're gonna fix it and you're gonna light this one. You're gonna put it next to the side as it's burning. So you could take the black one, put one pillar on one side, one pillar on one side of the tray. So you're gonna put this one next to it. You're gonna light it. Then you're gonna light this one first, so the figure candle first, and then you're gonna go around the floor. And as you're doing it, you're setting the intentions, you're praying, but you're speaking in present tense, because you have to remember, this is like, we're not dealing with this anymore. This is over. Boom, bye, goodbye. Literally, this is just a goodbye. This is a goodbye letter. Okay. When you're done, all of your candle remains. The bottle itself, you could wrap in a like a black bag, or like around a black cloth, or around like a dark, like purple, whatever. Especially if you want to go with like the hydron color. And then take it to dispose of it at the courthouse. And the reason for that, usually like with these type of spells, you want to like hide the jar and like, you know, basically wait to see what happens. You want to take your intention and send it right to the energy of the court. You want to put that over there, because there's no place in your house that you can hide it where this intention, it's not necessary for it. It has to be in a public handled place, okay? It needs to be disposed of in that place. And this is what I'm saying. There's no point of hiding in your house. That's like wishing and wanting things in your house to go one way, but you need to physically go and remove it in that place. So that's what I'm going to be doing when this is ready to go. And because the court office opens on Monday, I'm going to be disposing of it in the courthouse on Monday. So that was the spell. Afterwards, these two you can also dispose at the court office when you're done. Pay attention to the news, see what happens, but have no negative thought about the situation. It's done, it's over, goodbye, deuces, and yeah, keep it moving. That's basically it. So again, best day to do this is tomorrow, Saturday, especially because of the new moon in Libra, time of justice. There's a stellium in Libra right now, so it's like a perfect time to do this type of work, especially on Saturn's day, which is Saturday, because Saturn is a planet of karma and he needs to get some. He needs to catch these magical hands. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Definitely write a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my Patreon. We're still growing over there. I just announced a giveaway winner. I'm so excited. And that will be shipping out on Monday as well. The gift will be shipping out on Monday. But yeah, feel free to join me on Patreon for more spells, more classes, workshops, all the magical things. I have a lot of stuff coming up. And definitely stay tuned, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.